Alright guys, here we are back on part 4 of the paint booth build, and now that we've gotten all the slab work completely finished, it's time to start framing the walls of this thing. And what you see me doing here is I cut some blocks out. These are pressure treated 2x6s that are going to fit inside the corrugation flats of the back shop wall on the outside, and you'll see that here. So these R panels have corrugations that are about 1.25 inches thick, I believe. So I needed to be able to attach to that, and there is a horizontal purlin running the length of the wall there, and you see me removing the screws where the panels are screwed into the back of that purlin. So I wanted to attach the back wall of the paint booth to that purlin and secure it, at least to the extent that I can. So I put these pressure treated, I made up these blocks to go in there to get those spaced out. And then, I don't know if it's showing up in the video here, but down at the bottom there is conduit, and the conduit is feeding from the main power box there down, the meter box, down to the all the way down to where my equipment is outside. And there's another fuse panel down there that's feeding the air compressors and the dust collector and air conditioning units and that kind of thing. So I needed, a lot of people ask me, why didn't you put a wall, a door going into the paint booth from the shop? Well, for one, you see that conduit down there, it's got a lot of power in it, and that would have been a good bit of work to reroute that up and over. Pretty disruptive. And so I just elected to do it this way. The other thing is, on the inside of the shop behind that wall, there's even more conduit running along that back wall, which is where the bandsaw is, and the little green mill over there, and then the lathe all the way down to the welding area. And it's just full of power, and it was ran along that purlin. So it would, to cut a door through there would have been quite a bit of work. So you see me screwing these blocks into the wall, and I was just using some 1/4 inch self-tapping screws that would go. And I pre-drilled those blocks a little bit because I don't know why the pressure treated 2x6s here split really easily if you just drill a screw straight into them. Now, the regular 2x4s don't do that, but the pressure treated ones tend to want to split on me. I don't know why. But anyway, so here you see again another pressure treated 2x4 getting screwed into those existing blocks that I put up against the wall. And then once I get my walls up down through there, I'm coming back with a 6-inch lag bolt screw, sheet metal screw, to go through all those blocks into the purlin. So there's a lot of attachment points there, and then of course it'll be nailed and lag bolted into the concrete down below as well. So this is similar to how I did the lean-to that the equipment is under, and we've had a lot of high winds, 40-50 mile-an-hour winds, and there's been no issues with that. So I think it'll be fine for this. So here you see me just laying out the first framing of the first wall, and I just, because I'm working by myself and it was so hot, I was trying to do as much of the work inside as I could. So I had all the 2x4s inside. I've got my chop saw already set up inside. So it's an 18-foot wall. So I just did 3 6-foot sections, and I used 9-foot wall 2x4s. So we have a 9-foot wall on, along that length. And so here I'm just, framing this up and getting everything nailed into place. And getting our first wall section made. and just changing out nails and the guns. So anyway, guys, that'll be it for this one. Just a little bit of prep for the framing and the first wall completed. And if you'll join me on the next one, which will be uploaded here in a couple of days, we'll see the first walls going up and getting those in place. So exclusively, I am putting these videos up on Fab Nation. If you have not subscribed to Fab Nation yet and check that out, it's a standalone website. It's fabnation.net, fabnation.net, all one word. And again, it's .net, not .com, so fabnation.net. Go over there and there's a build thread on these on the paint booth videos, and whatever video you're watching here on YouTube, there's going to be at least 1 or 2 more new ones available on FabNet that you've yet to see, fabnation.net, that you've yet to see yet. So go over there and register. We're also giving away a saw here coming up at the end of October. So go check out fabnation.net for the latest paint booth build videos if you're happen to watching this on YouTube. Thanks, guys.